Bit of a drop in the shelf. Don't know what music is now. It's gone. It's been all go since the last time I did one of these, hasn't it? My God. I say it, hasn't it, as if you lot know what I've been up to. Started Twitch streaming. You can catch me at Occult Variable on Twitch. It's probably the same name as this YouTube channel, but I couldn't tell you because I can't remember what I've called the YouTube channel. Anyway, yes, so assuming I've done this right, the opening of this video should have been a lovely panning shot of the DC Heroes and Villains collection, thing that I've talked about previously. And if you're really eagle-eyed, you'll have spotted that volumes 38 and 51 were missing. Well done. No prize, just well done. And that's because they're here. Now these arrived a couple of weeks ago. This is volume 100 is Wonder Woman Gods and Mortals by George Perez, and volume 99 is Cosmic Encounters, which is DC Comics Presents 26 through 29, 36, 37 and 43. And that brings to an end the 100 issue run of the Hachette DC Heroes and Villains collection. Except that now, a few weeks ago, admittedly, it was revealed that there was going to be an extension to said collection. We are going to get 20 additional volumes, and amongst those are going to be volumes 101, 102, 103 of Batman Universe, Justice League versus Suicide Squad, and the Joker, the series, which is the Denny O'Neil run of the Joker. Now, the guy who does most of the additional features for the Heroes and Villains collection did announce that we're going to be seeing 20 more issues, including... so basically, an announcement was put out on the Facebook group saying that 20 volume extension, we get to go even broader and deeper than the period from the advent of New Teen Titans in 1980 to the Rebirth relaunch in 2016. We get to go even broader and deeper, adding some of the best stories of the Bronze Age, Modern Age and recent years. First out of the blocks will be Michael Bendis and Nick Darrington's mind-bending thriller Batman Universe. Looking forward to that, haven't read it. Followed by Joshua Williamson, Jason Fabok and co.'s blockbuster throwdown Justice League versus Suicide Squad. Joker the series collects the entirety of Denny O'Neil and co.'s 70s Joker run, including the lost 10th issue. Now, I saw a video about this recently by Casually Comics, and it looks really interesting. Somewhat bizarre, but really interesting. Plus, Batman 10 Nights of the Beast brings together the first half of Jim Starlin and Jim Apato's acclaimed 80s Batman run for the first time. That'll be interesting to read. Then, looking further ahead, expect stories starring Batman, the Joker, the Justice Society, yay! The Justice League by James Tynion IV, Gwilym March, Bernie Wrightson, James Robinson, Tom King, Bill Quisevely, Tom Taylor, Scott Snyder, Steve Englehart and many more. If that wasn't enough, you'll receive a bumper-sized issue 111 with Batman under the Red Hood at a staggering 400 pages long. It's going to be quite a read, that one. The guy goes on to say that last announcement will be news even to the Facebook group members, but given that I revealed to them that not just the first half, but all of Starlin and Apato's Batman run will be collected as part of the extension, including the notorious storyline that dominates the second half, which I believe is Death in the Family. The penny might drop as to the relationship between those volumes and this huge Batman under the Red Hood one. But as enticing a prospect as all that may be, at least I hope so, to my mind, the other volumes in the extension are just as exciting. I'll be revealing a little more about some of them in my next post. Has he done a post since then? Shall we have a look? Let's have a look. So that post was October the 10th, so you can see I'm a bit slow getting this up. Here's the next post. No, that's the last post he did. So he's even worse than me when it comes to updating things. Blame him, not me. Now, I am looking forward to the extension because there are going to be some stories in there that I haven't read. And I think I'd said previously that I started buying this whole set when during the middle of one of the United Kingdom's lockdown during the pandemic. And I started buying it because it would be a reason to get out of the house for a relatively long walk into the local city centre. Once a fortnight when we could only really go to shops during emergency, you know, like to get necessities. And you know, we were allowed to go outside for walks and what have you, but there was very little to do outside beyond go to shops to buy things like food. So yeah, I started buying them as a way to just get out of the house for a longer walk than just round the block or to the local shops. And there have been various points at which I did think to myself, should I stop buying them? But I didn't. I switched to a subscription model at one point because, well, and I still have that subscription because there was a point where I think the shop I was buying them from, which was a supermarket, had either not ordered enough of one issue or stopped getting them at that point. Now I know that they did get them afterwards because I'd drop in every so often and just happened to glance at it. But yeah, when I saw that I'd missed one issue, I thought I'm going to switch to the subscription model and continue getting them like that, which is how I get them every month. 2 issues appear along with an invoice telling me that they're going to take the money out of my bank account on direct debit. It's about 20 quid, 21 quid, whatever it happens to be, and they get delivered obviously by Royal Mail, which is a lot easier for me. I don't have to go out anymore. I do go out for other reasons, but not I don't have to remember when these are being published, because there are various points, actually that might have been it, so there are various points at which national holidays get in the way of publishing, and I think there's a point at which they'd skipped a week in the calendar, so it came out either a week earlier or a week later, and I just completely missed it and forgot about it. And then I think I may have bought the next one along, but realised I was missing one, so ordered it through the online store. And then I just thought, well, the easiest thing to do instead of messing me about like this is to just go to a subscription model, because it doesn't cost any more. Postage and package packing, as far as I'm aware, is free on them. The other thing you might have noticed in the run up to in the original in the opening panning shot of this is that there was the Joker's Dozen at the end, which is the big blue book, and it's the only special edition that they've released in this run, which is quite odd considering that Eagle Moss, when they were doing their DC collection and the Legends of Batman collection, they did release a number of special editions. There were the ones available in the shops and through mail order, which were, in the case of the DC collection, it was like Infinite Crisis and stuff, the Crises level events. For the Batman series, it was things like, and I do have these, Batman Eternal, Batman and Robin Eternal, there's a Shadow of the Bat special edition. Also, something that Eagle Moss did for the DC collection was they released some, I think they're called upsells. There's a Gotham Central one that I've been eyeing recently because I suddenly have an interest in Gotham Central. And also one of the Green Lantern events, Blackest Night I think it was, which I do have, still haven't read. So it would have been nice if there was more of that from DC Heroes and Villains. I'm assuming there'll be a business reason why they didn't. I don't know what that would be. Lower subscriptions perhaps, or like they just want to knock out the stories in the actual run, especially when you've got that 400-page Red Hood one coming out. I mean, that I could imagine them saying, oh, this is going to be an upsell, this is going to be a special edition, this is going to be an extra, like an extra tenner on top of the cost of the originals. But that doesn't appear to be the case, which is a bit of a shame, but there you go. That's it though, really. I just wanted to cover what I've been up to as I get back onto the idea of making YouTube videos. bit of information in the background. See this Billy bookcase? It's going to come down shortly. Not shortly. It's going to come down eventually. I want to put shelves up behind me along the length of this wall. It's about, I think it's only about 1.5 meters of wall length, but I think that'll make a difference. Very much like, again, going back to my fantastic opening panning shot, very much like the shelves on there. That's a couple of meters of shelves with a ton of stuff on them. But yeah, that's something that's going to come. So perhaps the next time you see a video, it'll be that. What would be cool is if I did a video of me putting them up. But I know that that wouldn't go down particularly well with me, because I tend to do these things very slowly, and it's not going to all get done in one day. Even though it's only, fundamentally, it's only a couple of hours of work. I'm not in a rush. Yeah, that's the best way of putting it. I'm not in a rush. I'm not even in a rush to order the shelves, to be honest, but I will one day. But yeah, so that's where we are with the DC Heroes and Villains collection. I'll hopefully do another one of these videos soon, probably when the series ends. So that'll be in 5 months' time. No, it won't. It'll be in, if it's 20 issues, 2 issues a month, it'll be 10 months' time. Wow, almost a year. Yeah, 2 issues a month, 10 months. Yeah, that makes sense. I think. Suddenly can't do maths. Anyway, oh, there was one other thing. One of the issues, a volume, I can't remember which volume it was, needed to be replaced because some of the pages were in the wrong order. But I'll give Hachette Partworks customer service the dues. They didn't quibble. They were aware of the issue because it had been brought up in the Facebook group and what have you, and details have been fed back, and they just sent out a replacement, which is thankfully in the right order. But that's it really. Okay, that's me done. I'll speak to you all again in the future. Bye.